Hi guys, why am I looking at a cup of coffee? Because I'm having a break. And while I was having this break, I said I'll do a quick little bench update. Um, this might be a regular feature. Depends on the feedback of this one. Basically, what it is I've got two different projects going on, and I'm kind of progress on each without having enough really to do a video on each. But if I go any further, it's going to miss out different steps and different things I've done. So, literally, on the spur of a moment, I said I'd do a quick video. Now, excuse the shakiness because I'm holding this in my hand. And you don't need to look at my cup of coffee anymore. Nice latte. I know it's in a Christmas mug and it's not Christmas anymore, but ho ho ho, I like the feeling. Ah, delicious. So anyway, where am I? I'm working with the T35. Make sure I write that down in the on the description of the video because good old Norm pointed it out to me. I had the video up, oh, T34, and then we're doing a T35. But anyway, I've got 4 of those little turrets done, and I'm now starting on the wheels. And these little turrets, aren't they lovely? Yeah, you got all the workings inside, and then you seal it all up. So when it comes to painting, I don't think I'll bother painting inside. I could go to the bother of it, and I still might yet. Do you know what I mean? Because one of the stages was fitting on these, and the gaps around at the back of them it's going to be very, very hard for painting. So I said I'd leave them off, and when you leave them off, I'll show you. They fit onto this big hulk of a yoke, and they're kind of I'm trying to do all this all at one hand, but when it fits on, I just slip in one here, and I can hold it in place like that. Right, they fit on like that, but they've got a little clip then that goes from in there to out here to keep it on the rail. Now, once you've got that on, you can't get the turret on and off, if you know what I mean. It makes the turret kind of in place, and that gap in there, I want that to be painted and weathered properly, and not just sort of a bit gathered in there and not quite enough in there. So you know what I mean. So I'm leaving him off for painting. It's just easier for painting. Like I said, I'm on the wheels. I've those ones sanded down, all ready to go. The thing about Sevilla plastic is it's very, very soft, and so when you're sanding, it sands lovely, it sands very easy, but just be careful and know that it is soft. So you can take a bit too much off. You can get a bit overexcited if you're not watching what you're doing. There's the wheels for along the top. The bigger wheels is a later stage again. And there's the main kind of hull. It's like a battleship, as Jens call it, land battleship. That's for sure. But mobile pillbox, I called it. But some nice little bits and pieces. There's lovely little bits of detail. Everything fits in so perfectly, and you'll be there saying, "Oh, that's going to be flimsy as hell." And no, it fits in, and it fits in quite nicely. So I'm that done, and I'm quite happy with that. That's my progress on the T34. T35. John, get it right. That's my progress on the T35. So, like I said, you have to excuse all the hand jiggling because I'm trying to do this all with one hand. My next step now is onto the Stuka project. I'm going to start hand painting all these little bits and pieces. They're so small it doesn't really matter. You won't see brush strokes on them and things like that, so I can get them done without the airbrush. I have my paints already right there. These Tamiya paints. I know they're not the best for hand painting, but that's really for figures. For things like this, they'll do the job. As long as they're thinned enough and they're thinned properly. If they do dry out fast, don't prolong your painting with the brush for a while, if you know what I mean. Say you about 3 dips of your paint, every 3 dips, once you're hand painting. It's only with Tamiya paints I find, clean off your brush. clean off your brush and start again, because the brush, what happens is the paint starts drying on the brush very, very fast with Tamiya, and you'll end up pulling paint instead of painting. So if you keep your brush nice and clean, you can paint away with the Tamiya paints quite easy. I know that they've come out now with a retarder, which should work even better again. So another quick cup of coffee before it goes cold. There's nothing worse than getting a lovely fresh cup of coffee and then it goes cold and you go off trying to do something. So anyway, let's go for a little walk across my bench. There's my bench anyway. These boxes have got, you'd never know what to find inside these. Nuts and bolts. What's that got to do with modelling? Absolutely nothing. But this was in my garage when I lived out the country, and I had all my nuts and bolts, and as if you see over here, I had 2 big toolboxes as well, right? And I still have all, like here I have all my modelling products. So the modelling products are this side of it, and this side of it contains just leftover bits and pieces that still come in handy. And you mean, I know where else to put them, so if I take them out of that, where do I put them? Into cardboard boxes? No, that's where they go. So I have them all consolidated up there. So half is more than half is modelling stuff, and the other is like very, very handy little thing that they're great. Up here then I keep my plastic spares. I used to have sort of figure spares and armour spares, but I found out as I started getting a few more kits and things that they filled up too fast. They're awkward, hard to get at. So now I just keep, I know what's in them. I don't have to mark it. I know what's in them. They're just little bits and pieces. Right, here I just keep some weathering products, tape, wire, and my sanders are there, some handy clamps and some sticks and things that I use, you know, for sticking onto those things for painting and stuff. Right, over to my, what was supposed to be my sort of my spray booth, my spray painting area. I do all my spray painting there. I don't know why I even bothered, but it's more space and it looks nice. Well, when it's clean, it looks nice. So there's my airbrush, all waiting for the thing, and that's my area. Now, going over here now to this. This is the base for the Stuka tile. Still in the drying process, still kind of working its way through. Still a few more things to add to it. Haven't fully decided on bits and pieces yet. So I'm going to go in and kind of explain and show you what I've done so far. So what this actually is as you can see, it's only 1/4 inch plywood. It was a door off an old press. Instead of just throwing out the old press, I dismantled it and I used the bits and pieces of it for different things. So anyway, I sanded the board down, which gave it a nice coating. Using my Dremel, I gouged out a channel, and the channel goes all the way up. Right? Now, I suppose I could have used, say, a saw bit or something like that, but I wanted the channel to be uneven. As you can see, it's not perfectly straight. It's thicker in some areas and thinner in other. So the Dremel came in very, very handy for that. Went the whole way across, and under here I just stuck in a drinking straw. Then covered it over with, I used Milliput for that, and made a kind of a culvert. See, will it zoom in and see there? Yeah, see, a little culvert there. Now the water effects are still drying. They seem to freaking take forever. Used sifted sand. Well, lay down the road with PVA glue, basically. Nice PVA glue. Over, marked out my road. Then got the sifted sand, really, really, really fine sand, because this is 1/7/2 scale, so it needed to be really, really fine as I could make it. And sifted that, laid it down over the board, about that thick. Just let it sit for, I think, about 10 minutes. But I waited until the PVA went a bit tacky first, then put on the sand, waited about 10 minutes, then just basically upturned the board collected all the sand and a piece of paper, and what was left then is that, which is quite nice, and it's nothing really comes off, if you know what I mean. It's pretty durable. Then I went over and I used my grass. Now I'll show you the type of grass I use now in a few minutes, but basically laid down the grass. Same idea with the PVA glue. Wait until it goes a little bit tacky and then lay down your grass. And this stuff I find very, very good. But the only thing is it's very bright. So that's when I started. Used some oil paints and some thinners. Made down different kind of little washes and spotted them and flecked them in things in different areas. And I'll show you the colours I used in 2 minutes. Then we got some pebbles, which double as rocks when you go up in scale. Pop them on. They were all sort of kind of a greyish colour, so I gave them just a little wash of Agrax Earthshade. Stuck in some tufts, the smallest tufts I could find. And then my fence. They're toothpicks. And the mesh fence, I will show you what I used for that in a few minutes as well, when we go back to the bench. And the top one then has got the wire just around the top of it. My next step now is I'm thinking of, say, going in another stick sort of to here, and then making a gate, if you know what I mean. Like I said, everything, I was going to leave it at that and then put a barrier, and then kept thinking to myself, no, I want to make it better and make it better and make it better. So I might go in another stick here, continue on my mesh down another little bit, and then put in a gate there, but have the gate open, and because in the way I want to do things. So leave it with me. Like I said, everything isn't set in stone. You might see that totally different the next time you see it. But anyway, I'm going to show you the grass and that mesh fencing, which I think mesh fencing is absolutely excellent. So right, we'll go back to the bench. God, this video is enough longer than I expected. Right, mesh fencing. That is what I used for the mesh fencing. It's nylon. If you look at it, it's like that. And you buy it in any dressmaker's shop. I buy it in a place called Guineas here in Limerick. You get it in any place that does, say, lengths of materials. I don't know in England or America what crowd do it. Basically, all it is, that's the netting for inside skirts and dresses for women, for things like that. And it's nylon-y and it's perfect, absolutely perfect for that. I'm sure, and I mean, that bit there was a sample piece that she gave me for nothing. And even if I had to buy a metre of it, it was less than €2. It's €1.75. So it's about £1.20 a metre. So that's a metre sort of by 2-3 feet. You know, it's you'd never use the amount of it for that. So there was dirt cheap. The posts, as I said, are toothpicks. The grass, right? The grass. This is the one I use. It's Zitterdez. It's basically the Citadel type stuff. And how it looks. Trying to do this more. It's going to go everywhere, isn't it, John? It is going to go everywhere. It's not, no. I can do it. I have the technology. It's still good. It's still good. It's just a little bit. Right. Now, I used to use the flock type stuff before. You know, and you pick it up, it kind of clumps together and it's hard to think. This stuff is pure free. No, it's very, very loose. Do you know what I mean? It's actually gritty grains rather than the soft flock. Now, when it comes to these grasses and flocks and things like that, I don't know what the names of them are, and I used to think them all were static grass and you need a special applicator for them. Not all of them, not all of them. With the static grass, and if you want kind of your long grass and things like that, then you would need an applicator. But for this stuff, it's 172 scale. I use it for other bits as well, and it works grand. It does the job. The hairier stuff, the stuff that clumps, is slightly better for the 135 scale. So anyway, that was my quick bench update. It's quick. It's over 15 minutes. Sorry about that. Sorry for waffling on. If you like this idea, just stick a thing in the box, in the suggestion box, and I might kind of stick with doing one of these every now and then. Just a quick rambling chat. Okay, catch you up in the next one, lads. Be nice to each other. Don't forget, go out and buy a kit. Don't stack it and forget about it. Build it and enjoy it. Catch you up in the next one.